Hello, good evening. Welcome to Monday Night Paranormal Live with Paul and Jenny from Host to Coast, Angela from South Coast Coast, Luke, one of our investigators, and Graham's back again with all of his EVPs. So we can't wait for that. Welcome, Graham, to Monday Night Paranormal Live. If you have any comments you want to send them in, please send them in, and we'll put it on the bottom of the screen, and we can ask Graham questions, or if you have questions for us, we'll try and answer what we can for you. Luke does actually talk, believe it or not, so don't worry, he is alive. It's not a model, a mannequin we put there. There you go, Luke smile. Good for you, mate. Yeah, so welcome to Monday Night Paranormal Live. To say we have Graham here with a lot of EVPs tonight from Luggeshall Castle. So come and join us, listen to the EVPs, tell us what you can hear. And I'm sure there'll be some really, really clear ones, because Graham always seems to get some great EVPs that are really worth listening. So get your listening ears on and have a good listen, and let us know what you can actually hear in the EVP. So welcome, Graham, to Monday Night Paranormal Live.
Yeah, all right.
So nice what we're going to do... Thank you. Yeah. So what we'll do, we'll play some EVPs, and then Graham will explain how he got them, why he got, or where he got them. And some of them are really interesting, where he actually gets them. So, and some of the names are really interesting. So have a listen. Graham will explain where he goes, and he doesn't go there with the intention of doing anything. He goes for a walk with the dog with his recorder. So listen to where he goes and what he is. And Graham's very knowledgeable about the area around where he gets his EVPs from. So if we can, so if you could tell us a little bit about the history of Luggeshall Castle, Graham. Sindell's put, what recorder does Graham use?
Well, as far as I know,
yeah,
Olympus. It's an Olympus digital voice recorder. It's a WS852 model, and it's really good.
There you go,
Olympus are really good.
Yeah.
That's what I use. Yeah, and that's all I use. I don't use nothing else. I don't use any other equipment. That's it.
So tell us a bit about where you go, Graham.
I don't use no flashing lights.
Yeah.
Right, I go to a castle outside Andover called it's a village called Luggeshall. It's about 5 miles from Andover. It's an 11th century castle. It was been owned by quite a few people in the obviously over the centuries, but the first person I think that owned it, according to the records there, was William the Conqueror.
Oh,
wow. I didn't know until last Saturday, actually.
Wow.
But down the line, it goes right down the line to about 1500s, and then after that, they sort of, I think it got a bit, the owners got less and less, I think, because I think it went to sort of like pot for a little while.
Right.
It wasn't used for nothing or nothing. But King John owned it.
Wow.
And he passed it over to his son Henry III. When John died, Henry took it over. Henry III. And that's one of the voices we get at the castle, Henry. That was the very first voice we had. Was his voice saying his name, Henry, and we asked if he was there.
Oh, wow.
And we also asked for Eleanor, who was his wife, and she said she's the only person that on the list that hasn't actually said her name. But we know she's there because she's actually said she's there. But not I'm trying to get her to say her name, but
yeah,
she hasn't said her name. But she was the owner after Henry. Henry gave it to Eleanor, Queen Eleanor as a wedding present. So she basically owned the castle more than Henry. So while they were married, she actually owned the castle. It was in her name, I think.
Right.
And she, so she had it right the way through till she died, obviously. And then I think Edward I, he was the next in line. And I think I'm not sure whether I think Edward had it, but whether we went there or not, I don't know. But there's a room there called Edward's room, Edward's bedroom. So he must have been there to have his own room. So, but we haven't found him either. I haven't found Edward.
Right.
I haven't found King John either. And King John was the owner as well, so I haven't found him. There's a lot I haven't found. I mean, I found 11, but they're not owners. Only Henry and Eleanor were owners.
So, what on the picture? What part of this is? So, what we're on the picture?
That's
whereabouts
the tower.
Is that? Okay.
That's as you go into the castle through a gate and up round this little mound. It's on a little hill, and you go into the castle grounds. There's a big area of grass, and then you've got the left side of it is the Great Hall.
Right.
And then to the right, you've got a tower right in front of you. You have a tower in front of you. To the right of the tower, you've got the King's bedroom, King and Queen's, King Henry's bedroom. King is the King's chamber.
Yeah.
Behind that, or the back of it, you've got Edward's room, and then to the far right, you've got a chapel. And then you've got a few other rooms on the front as well. But the thing is on the board, all these rooms that all added on. John built a lot of it. So, and then Henry added on to it. Other people have added on to it over the years. And they've got like different coloured lines of what was added on, when it was added on.
Right.
So when Henry was there, the first couple of rooms that you come to, I don't think were there.
Right.
I think the first one to come to was the King's chamber and Edward's room. There's a couple of trees there.
Yeah.
There's toilets, obviously. I've been trying to find out where the kitchen was, but I haven't found out exactly where the kitchen was yet.
Right.
But and also the Great Hall.
Do you get much recordings around the tower?
Yes, inside the tower, yeah, and outside actually. I'll tell you the little story. I've told you this before about the fence that was put around there, because they put a fence around the tower because it weren't safe and they were doing some work on it. So for about a year, they had a metal mesh fence, one of these like goes around on a building site, that type of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, they had one of them around it, and I was there one night, or me and a couple of mates were there. We're doing a little investigation, and I was recording, and I recorded the fence being hit with something like metal hitting the fence. Like it was really, I mean, I didn't hear it when I was there. It was dark. This was at night as well, so
right.
Didn't really see or hear any. I didn't hear nothing or see anything. But when I played recorder back, this mesh fence was being hit quite a few times.
Oh wow!
But what happened was I was filming it on my camcorder. I was filming it with the camcorder, and I had it set up facing the tower, and I had my voice recorder running. Well, what I did, I decided to move the camcorder to another position, and in the time I moved the camcorder, this hitting took place because it was on the voice recorder.
Oh wow!
But the time I stopped the camcorder and moved it to another part. In that time, the fence was being hit with metal. It sounded like a metal rod or something.
Yeah.
Hang on. The phone just fell off. Yeah, so it was being hit.
Do you think they were trying to communicate?
And funny thing is, since that's happened,
yeah,
I've had it before. I've had it again, even with the fence not being there.
Oh wow!
Yeah, the fence is gone. It went ages ago. And I said one day, could you hit the fence, even though it's not there? Could you hit the fence to let me know? And he did. He started hitting. You can hear the fence being hit.
Oh wow! And
every so often now, I do get it in the background. It sounds like this fence being hit. Whether they're trying to get my attention, I don't know. But that's really weird. I thought it was really weird because they're still doing it and it's not there. So
especially with the fence not there. what are they
Yeah.
actually hitting? What are they
I don't
actually
know.
reproducing the noise, isn't it?
It's got the same sort of hitting the metal, hitting metal with metal. I not very often, only for a few seconds, but you can hear it. And it's really weird.
Oh wow!
And I've
And you can
recorded it
only
quite a
hear it
few
on the
times.
recorder.
You know,
You only
so I
get
don't
it.
know
You can't.
why they do that, or you know.
Yeah, and you can't hear
Yeah,
it
so much.
outside.
No, in fact, to be quite honest, the only thing I've only ever heard one thing, I think, and that was somebody was talking, saying something very quickly. They said something like I actually heard somebody, but I couldn't quite make it out. When I
Yeah.
played it back, it was somebody. It was only me and my wife there, and somebody said something, a male voice, but I did actually hear it there. Funny enough,
Oh wow!
but I haven't heard anything else apart from that. I don't hear anything, not anything. I
Do they
just
ever
record
call
it.
you? Do they ever call
I
your
didn't
name?
record it. Yeah,
Do they ever?
I've maybe named said about half a dozen more times.
Have you?
And the dog. They know
And
it's.
the dog?
In fact, last week, yeah, and the dog. Yeah, last Saturday
Yeah.
when I was up there, I did take the dog because I thought there was going to be this open day, but it wasn't at the castle. It was in the memorial hall in Luggershall, the village. And I thought it was at the castle, so I went up the castle. And that's when I got the name Liam. Said when I asked if Liam was there, he said yes. But I thought I'd stay around just to ask a few things on the recorder because I took the recorder as well.
Yeah.
And his voice, it sounded female. Said Harvey. I mean, Harvey weren't there.
Oh wow!
But it still said Harvey. Whisper. It was only a whisper, but I could hear it.
Yeah.
I mean, I did have him. So maybe they thought because they see me there with them all the time.
Yeah.
So maybe they wonder where he was.
How weird is that?
Because they said his name loads of times. You know, you're always getting Harvey said or stuff. And sometimes he goes nuts when he gets out of the car. He never does it anywhere else, but at the castle, he gets out, he barks, he starts running around. Sometimes he gets really excited. You know, whether it's them greeting him.
Yeah.
You know? Because I had a voice one day recorded getting out of the car, said, "Come on." A woman's voice said, "Come on." When I got out of the car to get him out of the car. You know? So that was like, I've had so many things you wouldn't believe.
Sindell's put, it's almost.
This Liam one is
like,
that's the latest one.
Yeah, it's Sindell's put. It's almost like Stone Tape Theory, and there's energy that has been stored there.
Well, I don't know. I'm not a great believer in that.
Okay, what's that?
To be honest.
Right.
I mean, you know, if that was the case, you'd hear it more often. Because I think you'd hear it more often.
True. Yeah. Suppose.
You know,
yeah.
I don't know. We don't know. I mean, you could hear it out of, you know, anywhere where there's stone. I've never heard anything in my ears coming out there.
Yeah.
You know, just recording.
Just what you call a recorder.
But it can't be Stone Tape Theory. Yeah, but it can't be Stone Tape Theory if they know my name. Or they know my dog's name.
Yeah, that's residual energy, isn't it?
That's direct. Yeah. I'll tell you another great story.
What if they had a dog named Harvey in them days?
I don't know. But, yeah, he might. You don't know. He might have done. You don't know.
No.
But yeah, I mean,
tell us the story.
Well, when I was up there, me and Harvey were there, just me and him. I mean, most of the time we go in the morning anyway. We go in the mid-morning, so in the week, nobody there. Mostly nobody ever there. Occasional dog walker comes around, but not many people, hardly anybody. And the day before I went, I broke our dog's harness. We had to take it off him. We couldn't get it off him, so I cut it off him. So we could get it off because he got stuck in it.
Yeah.
And so I repaired it. And I managed to use it again. I went up the castle the next day, and I said about the fact I broke his harness. His voice said, "Did you fix it?"
Oh, wow.
Now, that's a direct question.
Yeah.
To me. You know, I've never been asked anything by a spirit before.
No.
I can't answer because I didn't hear it, so I can't answer it. I have to ask when I go back next time.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, it's clear as day. It was a clear as day. Clear as day. Did you fix it? I mean, what can you say?
Not a great deal for that.
I mean, that's a direct response.
That's very intelligent, isn't it?
Very. Yeah, he knew what I was saying.
Yeah.
He knew what I've said.
And give you the
sometimes I'm not even
response.
sure whether they can see it all beforehand.
Well, it does make you wonder, doesn't it?
I mean, yeah. I mean, the power of the afterlife, I think, is really incredible. What they can do compared to what we can't do.
Well, yeah.
You know,
I think we tapped into a very small part of it, haven't we? Really?
I mean, they can do everything we can't.
Yeah. And Sid Dale's put, less is intelligent. Maybe because you just walk your dog and they are more interested. Imagine being a ghost and having the same investigation questions thrown at you. I would get bored too, like most likely enjoying being normal. That's true. I think sometimes locations can be burnt out because, and it's the same as human. If someone kept asking you the same question, you would get fed up with it, wouldn't you? Is there anybody there? Can you communicate? Can you not once? Can you eventually, I suppose, if you go up there walking the dog, you're much more open because you're relaxed and you're not asking a question. They're sort of trying to get hold of you, making, talk to you, aren't they? In that respect.
Well, I'm asking normal day stuff. I just talk normally, like I've got somebody there walking with me. Yeah. I sort of talk about what's going on, what's going on around, what's doing. What they're doing, or I don't go there every sort of visit. Yeah. Just hoping that I'll get a little response. Somebody there. I actually get intelligence responses from from them telling me their names.
And do you think that's because you just treat them like a normal day, where you'd be talking to someone wandering around?
Absolutely, yes, I do. Yeah.
Do we have a recording? One of Graham's recordings, Angela?
Yep. Let's see if we can.
So listen to this and see what you can hear. We'll try and hear it. You tell us a bit about this one when it comes on, mate.
I can remember.
Let me know if you can't hear it.
You're frozen at the moment.
Who?
Angela. Oh, now it's back.
I don't know if you can hear it. It's really quiet.
No.
Okay, I'll try a different way.
Okay. So how often do you go walking around there, Graham?
Well, the maximum I go is probably an hour at the maximum. I mean, most of the time I'm 45 minutes.
Right.
Yeah, sometimes even half an hour.
So you just walk around the ruins and back again, sort of thing?
Basically, I just go there, just wander around. Yeah. There's a lot of little ways you can walk as well. It's not all the same way.
Right.
There's lots of little tracks you can walk around the castle. So you don't get bored walking around there because there's all different ways you can go.
Yeah.
It's an interesting castle, actually. Very, very interesting place.
Big castle in its time, then.
Well, it wasn't actually. Well, I don't think it was actually built as a castle. Well, it was built as a castle initially, but I think it ended up as a hunting lodge.
Right.
Henry used to take all his visiting friends from probably abroad or wherever. To the castle for hunting and banqueting and fun and frolicking and whatever they did those days.
Whatever they did, drinking.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, I've had some foreign things said. Foreign words. I had a voice. I was in the chapel and I had a voice. I was saying about a drop down the side of the wall. And this voice, I didn't hear anything obviously, but this voice said gracias. Pretty clear. The Spanish, isn't it? But yes. Sorry, Spanish for thank you.
Yeah.
And he said that. And in the same chapel, a little while, I had a couple like that. One said Amagurci or something like that. It sounded like Italian.
Arrivederci, Jen say. Arrivederci, which is goodbye in Italian.
I can't think. Was that what he says?
Yeah, arrivederci means goodbye in Italian.
That might be what he meant because it was definitely weren't English. I've had some other ones as well.
I suppose they would have had foreign nationals there, wouldn't they? Really, in the day.
I think I would imagine because they had all kinds of visitors from abroad, and it was like I suppose it's just a social thing to entertain them.
Yeah,
I mean, it was quite a long. It was quite a long way to the castle from where they were. If it's London they come from. It's a long way to Lungershall.
yeah.
You know, from there on a horse and whatever they come on.
It makes you wonder where they would have stopped in the middle, because they must have stopped overnight, because it must have been,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
2-day journey on a coach and horse, I imagine, if not
Easy,
more.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, easy. Yeah.
Any good, Angela?
Right, let's have a go.
Here we go.
There wasn't it. That's good. Go on then. Go then. Move on then. Bobby. 3, 4.
Okay.
Never know who goes to silly when he comes here. Who he doesn't. He runs around, he barks, he whinges. Makes a lot of whining noises. Oh, is that because he's seen you? Is that because you know he's here?
I can't make that one out.
No idea.
No. Can't make that one out. I don't know what that one was. I know there was something on there, but I didn't hear it.
No,
I couldn't hear it there.
I was trying to hear.
Yeah.
There's obviously something there, but try the next one.
I don't say that obviously if there's nothing on there, so I mean I know there's something there, but I can't work out what that was or where that was. I know where it was. I say what
Yeah.
What did it do? Yeah, it's difficult to hear.
Yeah, it's a shame, really, isn't it?
Yeah, because I mean, what funny when I record them,
Mm.
then when I send them to you, I use my phone to record them, or off my voice recorder, and the recording I send is better than what. Well, it's unless I hear it was headphones on the recorder, it's a lot louder on when I send them to you.
Yeah.
What they are on my recorder, unless I use headphones on the recorder.
Right. Yeah.
So I can hear them quite clearly what they are. And if you hear those ones I sent you, you'll hear what I hear.
Yeah, I will go through them. Obviously, I'm going to have plenty of time after Wednesday.
Yeah. But I say there are some really clear ones. I mean, the one with Liam is, and then also somebody before he said Liam, and I was putting the recorder on top of the car. Somebody said leave as well. Quite a gruff voice.
Wow.
You know, sort of said leave. Yeah, I never heard it the first time. I listened about 6 or 7 times or more than that to each recording. I listened to a whole lot.
Yeah.
I worked my way through, so I get exactly what they're saying. I think the first time you listen, you don't hear a lot.
No.
You know, the more you listen to it, the more things you pick out that you know it's not you saying something, or you know it's something else.
Yeah.
So that's how. So I find that if I listen to it over half a dozen times, I'll pick it up. I can pick it all out. I can pick out me. I can pick out.
Yeah.
You know, whispers as well. You'll get whispers that you missed.
Yes.
I slow motion. Yeah, I slow motion the recordings up. Slow them up so I can hear them in a slower voice.
Right.
And then you can hear stuff.
Ghost Dragon Investigation said they use their phone. He uses his phone a lot to get a clearer recording. And Sindale's, but it's always best to put the recorder down so there is no movement or pickup. I always make the guys place it down. Also, it helps as I've left recorders in rooms with just me calling out and had clear answers. I'm a great believer in putting the voice recorder down.
Yeah.
You know, then there is. You know, we did it at where were we? Well,
Widley, wasn't it?
was it Widley or Purbrook? One or the other. And we put the recorder on the table. Was you there, Luke? Do you remember that one?
I know you did the you put it down on the stairs, and we had a flower company.
Oh, we had that one from the Buckley Flour Mill. But when we did it at Fort I think it was Herbert. We had Mark come through,
Remember that? Yeah.
and somebody said, "Oh, that's you moving the recorder about." But I always a great believer in putting the recorder down and leaving it. You know, I use what do I use? Sony voice tracer. Sony, yeah. I use the voice tracer, which is dual microphone one, and I tend to leave that. You know, and I do.
Yeah, that other lady said you did not put the voice recorder down. She knows that you'd already put it on the table.
Yeah, because a lot of people commented that what you can hear is me moving the voice recorder, but then a lot, you know, when it went Mark, but it clearly goes Mark, but the voice recorder was already on the table for 5-6 minutes before that came through, and that was like you say, Graham, that was the direct response. You know, can you tell us your name? Can you tell us who you are? And literally, we didn't hear it audibly, but when I played it back, as soon as I say that, it goes Mark, as clear as day, like they've actually come right up to the speaker and said it. You know, so there is a lot to say. Like Sindel was saying, put the recorder down, especially sensitive recorders. They tend to pick up hand movements, coats and rust. Yes, but exactly. There's like you say, they're so intelligent that if you move or someone moves, and sometimes you listen to it, and Graham, you listen back and think, "Oh, is that someone talking?" But you can hear something miles, a long way away, a voice, and it's difficult. So I tend to, like you say, put it out. Then there's no movement, no hand movement of it, and it seems to get less interference. And then you know yourself, you put it down, so you can say, "Well, actually, I didn't move it, but what was that noise?" You know.
Yeah.
Dora's put, I usually leave my recorder somewhere and walk off and leave it on its own in places like at the gym. Dora cleans a very haunted gym, Graham.
Yeah.
Every time
I
she goes,
heard it. Yeah, I heard some of the stuff. Yeah, brilliant.
Incredible place.
Yeah.
And South Angela and Jen have been there once to do a bit, to have a look with Dora, and it's quite a place, quite spooky. And Dora goes there cleaning on her own on a Saturday, and she often messages me or rings me and says, "You've got to listen to this. I've left it, and it's really freaked me out. I'm running on the door out, and I'm running out because lots of things happen to her." It's like she was explaining one day where she washed the bathroom floor, and then when she came back, there was a footprint in the wet floor. So, so it's quite a haunted gym, that one. I'm glad she goes. Our DVP and EVP at Devices was amazing. Yeah, we had some great EVPs there at the town hall. So do you take cameras with you, Graham, or do you actually just record everything?
Just record everything. I don't take a camera. I thought, well, I mean, I could do, but I got the dog as well. It's a bit difficult.
Yeah,
sort of doing everything. So I don't. I mean, he's not. I mean, he's not the easiest of dogs. So he sort of likes to play here and there. So I have to play with him a little bit as well.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
the interesting bit is you get a lot of EVPs when you're walking back to the car.
Yeah, when I'm actually at the car. I've had some walking back as well down the little side lanes and that going back to the car park.
Was it mainly Battle's fault there, or was it just used as a hunting lodge?
I just think it was mainly a hunting lodge, unless it was. I don't think they ever had battles there. I'm not sure. I don't think so.
Right.
You don't mention anything about battles.
And what do you think you get it when you get back to the car?
I honestly don't know. I mean, I've had some really good ones coming back to the car. I mean, I've had. I don't know. I mean, I can't remember some of them, a lot of them, but there's quite a few I've had every so often. I get something said, like that one with Liam. But that was at the back of the car.
And do you leave the recorder running on the top of the roof, or do you still have it in your hand? Or?
Yeah, on top of the roof.
Oh wow! And
every time when I put the dog in the car, I put the recorder on the roof and then put him in the car. And then last Saturday, no, not last Saturday, it was a week before, Liam said his name on the recorder with the voice recorder on the car, on top of the car. But you could hear me in the background talking to the dog.
Yeah. A lot of the recordings you do, you can hear you talking to the dog. Yeah. And you can hear the voices in the background, can't you?
Yeah, because I was totally on myself. It's just me. Most of the time, I say I'm on my own. There's nobody there. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm in the car park by myself. There's hardly anyone there really. No cars or anything.
The car
so-
park, is that in the grounds of the castle, or is that
No,
completely
you have to
outside
walk
the ground?
down. No, it's down the bottom. You have to walk up to the castle. It's up a
Okay,
hill. It goes up a slight hill. Or it goes up a
Right.
hill. Up a
so
little
it's
road.
still in the ground.
What the castle's separate? Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
you
separate.
know-
It's castle car park, but yeah, you have to walk up the lane to get to it.
Okay, right, I'm with you.
Or you can walk through a gate in the car park and walk around the back, because there's like there's a trail goes around the back to the gate. So you come in the back of the castle,
Right.
and
And
the
then,
other side of there, there's another walk around. You can walk through another gate there and go around as well that way, and come back that way as well if you want. So there's a few ways of getting there.
you don't think
Yeah.
the car park would have been something to do with the gatehouse for the castle, or something
Possibly.
like that, and you just don't know? That's why you're getting. It seems strange that you get the EVPs when you're back at the car.
Yeah, I mean, I've had. Was it the other day? I had something in the car. I said, saying the time. That's right. I said I put the clock on the car to see what the time was, and it was 11:45. It was. I said it's 11:45. It's 11:45, and his voice on the recorder said yes.
Oh,
I can hear it. Whispered yes. You can hear it. Yes, clear as day. How it won't be. I don't talk to myself. Answer myself. It was a voice, a separate little voice said yes. I thought, hope it's not in the car. Can we open it?
maybe it's coming home with you, mate.
Yeah, probably. I wouldn't be surprised.
Doris put, Graham, have you ever got freaked out and went home when you got to your castle?
No. Never been freaked out because I never heard anything.
No, that's very true, isn't it?
Yeah, I wouldn't have freaked out if I had. I
Have you
want to
been
hear
back
something.
there at night then? Have you been back at night?
A couple of times. Not lately. We went back before I started doing this with the voice recorder at the castle. We went there with a couple of friends, and I was with the fence banging, the fence being
Yeah.
hit.
Yeah, you're saying, wouldn't you?
I mean, that was
I did.
quite incredible because, there was no explanation for that.
No,
Somebody
No.
hitting it.
especially if it's not there. How can
Well,
they
yeah,
reproduce the noise?
well, yeah, you'd think so, wouldn't you?
That's amazing,
Yeah.
isn't it? They are
I
clever, aren't they?
get bangs as well. I get bangs as well. We call it bangs as well, where people like banging something. Or I was walking along the top on the embankment around the castle. There's like it's like a mound goes all the way around, and I was walking there. And I happened to see this woman in the grounds with some kids. She had 5 kids with her, and I don't know if I upset anybody because obviously it's all Catholic in those days.
Yeah.
I said she must be Catholic. All these kids, and I had the 3 loudest bangs, really heavy bangs. Right, yeah, I recorded it, but there's nowhere or nothing that you could hit anything. You know,
Oh wow.
it was echoey bangs. They weren't like
Yeah, yeah.
really weird. Never so that was like it was right by me
Wow.
when he did it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, and oh yeah, that was quite a good one. That was, but that was a good visit because I had a few things like that.
Right.
You know, I get him in the tower sometimes. You can hear echoing bangs in the tower.
Strange.
You
Isn't
can
it?
tell it's, you know, because if it's, I mean, anything I hear that's echoey, there's nowhere anywhere in that castle because everything's solid, so there's
Yeah.
nothing you can really hit.
Right.
You
To make
can't
that
hit
noise.
wood. There's nothing wooden to hit. You can't hit any wood because there's nothing there. It's just stone. All of it is, the whole thing's just stone.
So would you say that would have been the busiest room in the castle, the home, or wherever, because you get so much bangs and knocks around that area? You think that would have been the busiest room? Maybe.
The Great Hall probably would have been,
Yeah. That's true. Yeah.
which is right by the tower.
And have you
I mean,
have you got anything there? Have you ever had anything there?
in the Great Hall, I've had, a few
Yeah.
things in there. That's when I first heard the name Obi. There's one of the spirits is called Obi. And I was there and I was recording, and when I played the recording back, this voice said, Obi here. right? And it was in Wiltshire accent. It was in an accent.
Oh,
It weren't just plain Obi here. It was like Obi here, that sort of accent. You
oh
know?
wow.
Good old
Yeah.
country sort of accent. Well, and then a couple of visits later, well, I think it was one of the next visit, I said about Obi, and he said Dob.
Dob.
And when I was asking for Obi, he said Dob, and I think that's his name because I've actually found out, asking him that his name is like a nickname, Dob.
Oh,
That's
wow.
his name, Dob. Yeah, and he
Oh,
knew
okay.
Henry because I asked about if he knew Henry, and he did.
Yeah.
Apparently, he said yes,
Oh, wow.
he knows Henry, or Henry knows him. So
Yeah.
that's about the same period of time. They're at the same century or the same the period. But
We
yeah,
didn't-
his name's Dob.
I wonder if he was a jester.
Oh, I don't know. I couldn't find out what he did. I was trying to find out. It's like the spirit that I said don't like people. Doesn't like
Oh,
people
right.
making a mess. He don't like people leaving dog crap
Yeah.
dog around the castle because a lot of people do. They
Really?
don't pick it up. They don't pick it up.
That's
And,
ridiculous.
And children, he don't like children. He's already said he don't like children because they come and make a mess and they leave stuff there and they smash bottles as
Oh,
well.
wow.
Some of them go up there and break bottles and throw stones at bottles and stuff like that.
Oh,
And sometimes
yeah.
leave the glass around, which is pretty dangerous if you're a dog walker.
Yeah.
But,
I wonder if he
So
was
he
the estate keeper. He kept the estate like a
possible,
gamekeeper.
possible, yeah. I'm not quite sure. And he's the one who's called Josie, as far as I know. His name's Josie.
Right.
Because I asked, I was there one day, and this suddenly and from nowhere, this voice come on, said 50 years. I don't know what that meant. 50 years. You just said 50 years. Well, I was talking to the dog and playing, and he's just that's all he said. 50 years, and then about the same, about I don't know, about 10 minutes later,
Yeah.
I had the name Josie said. Josie said on the recorder as well. I never asked for a name. I never asked for anybody. But I was asking earlier if he could tell me his name, because I've asked him loads of times before that as well. If you could tell me the name of the person who doesn't like people here.
Yeah.
On that particular day, he said Josie. The name Josie said on the recorder. I never asked it at that point, but I did ask it earlier.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Which
And
sometimes
You've not been able to trace these names.
no, not really. Not those people. I've got a book on Henry III,
Right.
and I can't find anything in there about anybody apart from Henry. Obviously, Henry, and just the main
wow.
the main people. But these people must be either work for the king or work for the Henry or whatever,
Yeah. Yeah.
or something to do with the actual castle, looking after the. Like you say, it could be looking after the castle.
Yeah. Yeah. Like the caretakers or whatever. Yeah.
Well,
Groundskeepers.
I did say one last week, I think, or the week before. I said about Josie. I said, does Josie look after the place? Obviously, he's concerned about people making a mess.
Yeah.
And this voice whispered, "Izzy."
Easy.
Does he look after this? Yeah, does he look after the place? He goes. This voice goes, "Izzy." Like, is he really there looking after the place?
Yeah.
Doing something else, I don't know. But he said he could clearly hear the words "Izzy."
Oh.
After I'd said, "Is Josie looking after the place?"
So you have
We'll
quite a
keep it wild.
conversation with them then.
So yeah, the thing is, I don't know it.
Yeah.
So I have to ask the next time I go. Every time I go and I catch something, I have to ask about it the next time. So I don't hear it.
Yes.
And I could,
Yeah. I suppose, yeah.
I mean, I could do live recording on my voice recorder, but I don't like doing that because I like to listen back in my own time and listen to what's Sometimes I'm very surprised at what I get, but
yeah, it's
no
amazing
answers to
that it catches it, and yet you can't hear it, isn't it?
yeah.
You know,
I mean,
you think you hear that.
especially all that amount of stuff.
Yeah.
You think you probably hear a few things. But I never heard a voice. Only once, I think I heard someone say something, but I never heard any answers. I didn't really, unless you're not prepared for it, so you don't really notice it.
True.
I don't.
Yeah.
know.
Yeah,
You know,
you're
I mean,
not expecting it.
I don't expect to hear anything. So I
Yeah.
try to. I do listen, but then you get distracted by the dog as well.
Yes.
I'm watching what he's doing. Don't want him making a mess.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I suppose if you're not open to listening, then you miss these things maybe audibly. Like you say, you're so concentrating. Where's the dog? What's he doing? Well, mind the glass, and you don't want him obviously to
yeah.
get cut or anything.
Well,
So
no, you're not getting weird. It's dangerous. It can be dangerous, but
that's
it's no
ridiculous.
different.
Isn't it?
It's like photos. Sometimes you look at a photograph of a place you've been, and you don't see anything the first time. The second time, you see something.
Yeah.
Or the more you look at these photos, sometimes the more you look at it, the things you didn't notice the first time you saw them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially
Very
photos.
true.
I've often looked back at photographs and spotted something, or it's difficult.
Dora's put, when I'm at the gym, I listen straight after her and wait until I get home. I don't want to freak myself out as I'm on my own there, and it's not a nice place to be there on your own.
I quite agree with it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think sometimes you're so passionate about getting an answer, and when you actually get the answer, it's sort of a bit, especially on your own, I'd imagine. Because Dora works there, obviously, and sometimes during the winter she's there in the dark, but obviously she has the lights on. So you can imagine being on your own, it's slightly dark outside, and then knowing the history of the gym, but it's quite an active place. So
Yeah.
I'm not
You're
surprised.
inside as well, aren't you? You're inside
Sorry?
the building. You're inside the building as well. I'm outside, so it's also about outside. When you're inside the building, you're sort of like, you feel a bit trapped, don't you?
Well, yeah, there's nowhere to run, really, is there? And I've often had Dora saying she's running to the car and getting in and locking the doors in case anything comes out with her.
Oh, God.
So is that the only place you go to, Graham, around your area at Andover, or do you go to other locations?
No, that's the only place I go. Just lately, for the last few years, a couple of years or so, maybe more than that. That's the only place I go. Yeah, because it's free, it's cheap. I get more stuff there than I do on a lot of ghost hunts I've been on.
That's weird, isn't it?
And I'll tell you another place I went.
Go on, mate.
Sorry.
No, go on.
We went to Wales last year, I think it was. Yeah, last year it was. And we went down the Mumbles.
All right.
There's a castle down there called Oystermouth Castle, which is the same sort of. It's quite a good. There's a lot left of it as well. It's quite a good, big, lovely castle, really nice castle. That's about the same period of time as the Luxor Castle.
Okay.
So we was only there for half an hour. Just thought we have a look around. There's only one or two people, not many people there. And that was in the week as well. I think it was on a Wednesday or something like that. And I took my voice recorder with me and I went round with the voice recorder like I do with Luxor. And I was asking out stuff. And I caught some stuff there, which was quite incredible. I caught a name David said. Somebody said there was something that didn't sound very good. I can't remember what it was now, but something not very nice. One of the answers was not very nice.
Yeah.
And then when I was up in the top battlement, I suppose it is. It's the very top, walking around the top.
Right.
There's only me there. There's nobody else there. Just me. I walked up there on my own. No one else. There was no way of getting. There was only one way up there. There was no other way of getting up there, up the tower and onto the walkway.
Yeah.
And I was out there asking questions because this woman called Alina, right? She's she had something to do with the castle. There's a bit of history with her, and how she haunts the castle.
Oh well.
Alina, isn't it? Her name's Alina. And I was up there recording, and I was asking some questions to see what. I didn't hear nothing, and my wife was down the bottom with the dog. And she shouted, "Shall we go?" And I thought, so I went down again. But when I played the record about later on, when I got back or when I got home, you could hear his footsteps running towards me.
Oh wow!
And past me, and at the tower, you can hear them going down the steps.
Oh,
Not all the way down, just so far, and then stopped. You recorded the footsteps stopped.
Oh, wow.
It's clear as day. This was running footsteps, like somebody with light feet, not heavy, not boots.
Like a child, maybe?
Well, a woman, I think it was her, because apparently
Oh, right.
she's been seen up there.
Oh, wow.
But where she come from, there's no way through. You
That's
couldn't get
strange.
that. You could only get down the tower steps to get down. So
Right.
she ran past me. You can hear her running past because you can hear the steps getting louder as they come
Oh.
towards me, and then petered out as he went to the steps, then down, and then disappeared.
That's
But I didn't hear
strange,
it. Yeah, I didn't hear it. Brilliant. I thought, well, that must have been her, maybe.
Yeah.
But I don't know anything else, but that was quite amazing.
It would make sense, wouldn't it, really?
Yeah.
If she'd seen that. I wonder why she was running past you.
I don't know. I was asking after actually, because I didn't know about her.
Yeah.
I said, is she here? You know, like, could you make yourself known, basically?
Yeah.
And I recorded it. So I got out on my voice recorder. Well, it's on my
wow.
computer too. But yeah, that was amazing because I didn't expect anything like that. I mean,
No.
totally out of the blue.
But that's the thing, isn't it? You never expect it, do you?
No. Which is my belief that you can capture stuff anywhere.
Yeah. I think as an investigator, you want to catch something. And when you do catch it, you go, oh, wow, I caught this. And you're like surprised that you caught something, isn't it?
Yeah. And I think you could sit in the middle of a field and get something.
Yeah.
I mean, I would
Probably
be
a
that confident to sit in the middle of the field because at some point, it's been some historical thing there,
Yeah.
or something
Probably a
might have
cold,
been there.
mate.
Building might have been wherever you go, might have been something there.
You probably
Yeah.
catch a cold in the middle of a field.
Well, probably,
I think
yeah.
that-
But
yeah.
I thought I
That'd
might
be the
give it a
only
go.
thing I'd catch. Well,
I'll
most
find a
fields
field
probably
or
would have had battles, wouldn't they, at some stage in
Well,
their time?
Yeah,
Yeah.
highly likely. Yeah,
Yeah,
they did like
that's
this, yeah.
interesting. I've never actually tried that. I mean, on an investigation, everybody dashes for the inside, don't they?
Yeah.
And yet, if has anybody walked around the building and done an investigation outside? We did it once at Merith Woods. You remember? Outside, Luke, by the trees and all of that. When we
Yeah, I
did
remember,
that. And we got quite a lot outside, believe it or not. You know, everybody
Yes.
rushes into the location, and we thought we'd go out in the gardens and do a bit out in the gardens. And we got some great stuff happen there. Stones thrown. Luke's mum got a stone thrown at her, and somebody cracking and banging in the woods, and some real good stuff. And I have to think, you know, maybe because we all rush inside, but there's a lot of history outside. And you proved that with Luggeshall Castle, haven't you?
There's more outside than inside.
Yeah. Yeah. And we all make the mistake and rush inside, don't we?
Yeah. I mean, most of the people that got killed in battle were killed outside.
Yes. Yeah, not in the grounds, yeah.
Mostly not, no.
Yeah. I often
so-
wondered, like going to Hampton Court with a voice recorder and going in the garden to Hampton Court, you know, because not far from where we live is Hever Castle, where Anne Boleyn come from.
Oh, I've heard that, yeah.
Yeah, that's not far from us, about 20 minutes. And you often wonder when you take a voice recorder there and wander around, because you can go in the actual house in the castle where she lived. It's all restored, you know, and their rooms are. It's a fantastic place to go round, Hever Castle. They tell you about the history of Anne Boleyn and all of that stuff. And yet, I've never took a recorder there and tried as we're walking around, to be honest. Maybe I should next time.
Yeah, I love castles. Something about castles.
Yeah.
Weird, isn't it?
More than houses, I think.
Yeah. I think there's a
interesting
lot
as well.
more energy in a castle than there is in a house, isn't there?
Yeah, something.
Because it was a defence, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So it would have always been on high alert, wouldn't it? Really?
Yeah. It always
Like-
amazes me how some of these castles are like Nuggeshall, which is virtually just foundations and a tower, to some castles that are all there, they're all built at the same time.
Yeah. How some survive and some don't.
Yeah.
Sindel put Merith Woods. Merith Woods was an anniversary of the battle, and we got cannon fire outside.
Wow.
Yeah, so you know it is a good place, Mariswood. It's very different to what you expect. But are there any questions for Graham, Angela?
There's some more comments.
Okay.
I'm just trying to get my thing to move up. It won't move up.
Next was where Lynn got hit on the back with that stone.
Yeah.
So,
Daniel
yeah.
Chamberlain put hi, used to one of the continuous recordings and one for stop start. Yes. In other words, use two recorders, one to start, one to stop start. I suppose it's like me and Luke have tried together, haven't we, Luke, where we've both had the recorders go at the same time.
Yeah.
And yet we seem to catch something on one and not the other, or vice versa, haven't we?
Yeah.
You know, you caught something that I didn't you? Where were we when you caught that?
The theatre.
The theatre. Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. You caught it on yours and I didn't catch it on mine. But you think both voice recorders are the same, that they would have both caught it at the same time, wouldn't you?
The groundlings.
Groundlings, Luke.
I remember, yeah.
And you caught that on yours and I didn't get that on mine.
Remember, yeah.
You know, and it makes you wonder how that works, doesn't it? If you can catch it on one and they're both the same voice recorders, why you can't catch it on both?
Yeah.
So you ever thought that, Graham, taking two recorders with you and
I've only got one.
take your phone,
I got
can you
my
record on your phone?
I got a record on the phone, yeah. I got one on the phone, yeah.
Have you ever thought about trying both?
No, never thought of that, to be honest. Not really. I mean, I've been doing it all this time, but I haven't really.
No.
I just record. I just walk around recording, ask stuff, talk normal. That's all I do, really. I don't really do anything, sort of out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
You know, I never sort of demand anything. I never sort of say, do this, do that. I'm very polite and ask them to say thank you and please.
Yeah.
And I get more response that way, I'm sure I do.
Yeah, because I think it's like you're having a conversation with them, isn't it?
Yeah, it's sort of like a delayed conversation. I hear it.
The ones I've listened to, you wander around chatting away, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
You hear you talk to the dog, but you're chatting away, and you unbelievably you get a response. You hear it.
Yeah. Well, they just butt in. Yeah. I don't know. They just butt in sometimes. They talk in between you saying something.
Yeah.
They'll say something. You think, well, we said that. I mean, that was, I didn't say that. I mean, you know when it's you, when it's not you. So,
yeah.
It's really weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
So much
Sometimes I've heard that you're talking, you can hear them talk over you.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I tell you another one. Was this last week? No, this was a couple of weeks ago. Was it last week? No, 2 weeks ago. That's right. When I caught the Leah one. Somebody was whistling on there. Somebody whistled a little tune. Well, for about, I don't know, 3 or 4 seconds, a little tune was whistled, then it stopped. Just come on, whistle, just a whistle. And last Saturday as well, I recorded. It sounded like someone played a flute, but I don't know if it was a flute. I thought what it was. I was going to go out the gate, and I was walking obviously that way towards it. Yeah, because I was going around the back way to get out, and because there was a lady I was talking to her there, she was just walking away, so I was walking down when I saw her go. So I must have been near the gate. Anyway, I thought it was a gate creaking, but it don't creak. But the gate don't creak, because it never creaked. I never heard that sound before, ever. I mean, the gates don't creak. They go through a gate. I actually recorded. I was going through the gate the week before, and there was no creaking, no sound, no nothing. Just go through normally, Just sounded like somebody playing something.
Yeah,
like a flute or something.
Yeah, like Jen said, they used to have recorders in them days.
Did they? Could have been that. But it was like, it weren't very long. It was a few seconds, but it was like very loud.
Yeah.
Very, very high pitched.
Oh, wow.
And then it made like a longer sound, then a short sound, and then it stopped. And I thought it was a gate initially, but I thought, no, it can't be the gate because I've never recorded that sound before. So,
yeah.
I mean, the gates don't creak.
No.
They get used so many times. It's not like they it's like they get used all the time. Quite a few people use them, especially on that day, because on a Saturday, more people got there on a Saturday anyway.
Of course, yeah.
Obviously, first you get a lot of kids as well. Kids were paying.
Yeah.
But yeah, we get kids. They get kids. So that's why I don't go up on a Saturday. I don't normally go on a Saturday. I just go in the week.
Right.
There's nobody.
It's quieter.
I mean, nine
Yeah.
times out of 10, I'm on my own up there. You're up there totally by myself.
Wandering around chatting to your mates.
Yeah, the whole thing is I don't talk. I don't say anything if there's people around. I don't stand there and think I'm nuts.
Yeah. I think they all think we're all nuts.
Yeah, but I say I don't say anything then. If I come to anybody or someone coming, I stop talking, just record, just leave the recorder running, but I don't say anything.
Yeah.
I don't think you're talking to yourself. You're nuts. But so, if I'm talking a lot of talking, I'm on my own.
Yeah.
There's nobody about. Otherwise I would do it. But, I'm not. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, interesting. Dora's put, I've been brave once and turned off all the lights when I was inside the gym. And I said, I know you're there. And I got a very loud whistle back and I was off, she said. So she turned the lights off, asked out, got a whistle and run.
Yeah.
Very brave.
Why did you run, Dora? Because that's what you wanted to hear, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly. And Cynthia, I live in a haunted house. Used to be an old doctor's surgery, and it seems every time I'm away from the place, my other half has weird stuff happen. I was always away for the night last weekend. He texted me saying, "Oh my God, the dog bone has just rolled a few feet across the floor. I always miss the good stuff." That's always the way thing, Dale, isn't it? You turn your back and something happens. You talk and they talk. They're beyond your voice, aren't they? You're never really ready for it, are you? I think. No matter how much you asked out and what you do, you could be asking out, can't you? And then you hear it behind your voice. You think, oh, why didn't I stay quiet then? Why didn't I just... But that's how they work, isn't it? They just talk right on you. So... we've had a good. We did Botley flour mills. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, Graham. And it dates back to the first owner was a Saxon, so it's like nearly 1,000 years old. This mill, and we were doing investigation there, and we were on the middle floor. It's like 3 floors of a museum. But it's a great place. Anyway, we were there. Luke was there, a few others, and we were by a staircase. And on the staircase, it felt really odd. Like something had happened on the staircase, that feeling. So we decided to put a laser grid up and I decided to do a voice recording. So at split second, we were calling out. There's probably 7 or 8 of us in the room and it's above a wine bar. So there's lots of noise from the wine bar. So we were standing there and what we thought we saw like a shadow go through the laser grid, but none of us were really sure, were we, Luke, what we'd actually... sort of seen, it was that quick. We weren't sure what we'd seen in the corner. But I'd say do you know where we are? Can you tell me where we are? And I didn't hear anything. And then before we said that, we were standing there, I was calling out, is there anybody here? Can you please communicate with us? And we get this massive breath.
Okay, yeah.
And literally everybody heard it audibly with their ears. Like 7 or 8 people went, what was that? And that's how loud that breath was. And so I kept the recorder going, saying, can you tell us where you are? Where are we? What room are we in? And then I wound it back like you. I never heard the voice like you. I sort of wound it back a bit later. And then you hear the breath, like the loud breath. And then you hear us say, what was that? Blah, blah, blah. And it goes on. And then suddenly you hear me say, where are we? What floor are we? What are we doing here? And you hear somebody say, the flower company, a woman's voice, out of nowhere. And when you look back, and that's what it was, the Botley Flower Company. And that was a woman's voice, clear as day, saying, flower company.
Yeah.
So, amazing capture, really. I was surprised, probably one of the better ones I've had, to be honest. And I was like, what did that just say? And we were going back and back. You know how you keep listening to it, you think, I'm sure that's what I've just heard. I'm sure that's what I heard. but none of us heard it in the room. We heard the breath, all of us, 7 or 8 of us, heard the breath, a real loud, guttural breath. And then we sort of carried on, and then you hear it says Flower Company, the woman's voice. I'll send it to you, Graham. You have a listen.
Yeah, I will. Absolutely. In fact,
And you hear it, it's clear as day. Even though there was a lot of noise from the wine bar underneath, you know, you hear the voices of people talking, and everybody in the room. But the first thing was the laser grid, wasn't it, Luke? It was a very strange, I don't know what went through the laser grid, but it was a very odd, wasn't it? We couldn't work out whether it was a shadow or, I don't know. I don't know. Even to this day, I'm thinking, I don't actually know. I know something went through it because it was a red laser grid, and everybody was drawn to the corner. So they must have seen, everybody must have seen something to turn their heads towards the corner, but nobody really caught sight of what it was. So you can't really say, oh, it was a spirit. It may have been the lady that spoke to us. I don't know. But not having seen what went through the light, something definitely broke that laser grid, didn't it, Luke? In that corner. Yeah. But nobody saw it. So, but everybody looked and went, what was that? So something must have happened in the corner, but I don't know. And then we got the voice. So I'll send it to you. I'll find it, Graham, and send it to you.
Great,
and you'll hear her say the flower, she said, Flower Company, literally out of the blue. So that was a good catcher. I really like EVPs. Sometimes you get loads of nonsense, didn't you? But you get them odd ones and you think, wow, you know, that was something else.
Yeah, that's right.
Any other comments, Angela?
One more.
Oh, Cindy, put Shepton Mullet Prison. I had a great EVP. I was in the hangman's drop bellow and felt started coughing and had to step out and told the team I'm tapping out. And as I say that, and step out of the room, we picked up a massive growl. Wow. That never surprises me at Shepton Mullet, really.
Yeah.
I've always fancied doing Shrewsbury Prison as well. That's supposed to be very haunted, isn't it?
Yeah.
So look forward to doing that. So is that the only comment there?
Yeah.
I get a lot of growls. At Nuggetshall. Yeah.
Do you?
A lot of growls. Yeah, growls at Nuggetshall, yeah. I think that's the one that don't like things. He gets annoyed.
Right.
I guess growls, yeah. I can't explain where it comes from or what it is or who it is, really, but I do get the odd growl. I mean, even when I'm sat behind the tower, I sit behind the tower quite a lot asking, and I had a load of growl in there one time.
Wow.
It was like, oh, I mean, I don't know, I couldn't explain it really. I mean, I was sat still, I weren't moving, there was nothing, there was nothing to cause it. There was nobody there, so, but there was this, it was like, it went on for a little while when I was sat there, but it was quite definite a growl. But why would they growl? Well, that's what gets me. Why do they growl?
No idea. If anybody has the answer, please let us know why we pick up this growling. I don't know. Was it a warning or, I don't know what it is. So I don't know.
Weird.
Luke,
do
you have a question for Graham, Luke, at all?
Yeah. How big is
Say again, Luke.
How big is the castle?
Blimey. I can't say. Well, it's probably about, I don't know. So this big. I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite. I mean, it's not big. It's only small. It's all condensed. There's a great hall, your tower, all your rooms, your chapel, all together, basically. And you got an area of grass between, in front of it.
Okay,
yes. It's probably 100 yards, 150 yards, maybe. I mean, that's just the actual area. The whole area of Castle, with all the mounds and all the little walks, goes on quite a way round. You walk quite a long way round.
Yeah.
To get to the actual castle, but the castle itself is not big. It's not massive like some castles. There's only the tower that shows it's really there.
Is it English heritage, bro?
Yes, it is.
It
Yes.
is, yeah. You were right.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
he can do it.
Tell Luke to look it up.
Look it up, Luke. It's on
Yeah, well, yeah.
English heritage. No,
Yeah,
give
not
you
sure
the,
happens.
that'll
Yeah.
give you the size and over.
Yeah. He'll
Yeah.
tell you all about it as well. Very interesting castle. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can imagine, can't you? Especially all the EVPs that you keep catching. It must be a very
Oh.
busy place, mustn't it?
Well, I think at one time it was, when Henry the Third was there, they did, so many. I suppose they must have had banquets all the time, and I don't know. I mean, apparently he went there about 2 or 3 times a year or something like that, or not all the time, but when he could get there, he used to go visit and go
Right.
and do stuff. Obviously, taking guests and stuff.
Well, I've just had a thought. You know, the banging you were saying about earlier.
Yeah.
Do you think that could be something to do with jousting?
That's a good idea.
I don't know either. I don't know where they're. Well, I'm not sure. I don't know about if they're joust there because there's not anywhere. I mean, I think they used to do sword fighting,
Right.
like that's like sort of a bit of fencing, but not fencing, but like with swords and stuff, and
Yeah. Yeah.
little competitions and stuff. I imagine they did stuff like competitions in sword fighting and,
Yeah. Yeah.
and maybe that kind of thing. So
Oh, well.
I don't think jousting unless they did it away from the grounds, because there's nowhere in the grounds you could do jousting of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not really, but,
Just somebody came to me. I wonder if that was the banging or the like banging on the fence, like you heard with the poles banging together, or the swords.
yeah, that was weird. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it could be. Yeah, but it's something. It's funny when the fence weren't there. It's still did it. I still recorded it.
Very strange, isn't it? That you can still hear it.
No explanation for that.
No.
No.
Okay. Any more comments, Angela?
Nope.
Okay, you froze it. Oh, you're back again. Well, that's it for tonight. We've done an hour and 10 minutes. So thank you so much, Graham, for that. It's really, really interesting. And I will make the effort once I've retired this Wednesday. That's my last final day of my working life. 48 years of working hard, keeping this country going.
Happy retirement. Yeah, we failed miserably, didn't we?
We did, unfortunately. We might well go back to the old days, eh? We were happy then. I've seen videos online and about children talking about the 70s. When I grew up in the 70s, we had milk bottles and, all of that. And I look back at that and think, it was a great time. Great time.
Yeah, it was, yeah. It was. Actually, there was some good stuff then. Music was better. I think the music was better as well.
yeah, everything was better. Life was better. People were happier, weren't they? Bless them.
Yeah, that's right. It was.
Anyway, so a great big thank you, Graham, for coming on tonight and talking about.
It's been a pleasure. I enjoyed it. I always enjoy it.
Yeah, we enjoyed it. It's great listening to you and your experiences with your EVPs. If we get a chance, we'll try and put them up so you can have a listen to them. But some great catches there. They're well worth listening. Look out on the page. We'll try and send them on a page. But they're well worth a listen. So once again, Graham, thank you so much for sharing your evening with us. Luke, thank you for coming on. Angela, thanks again, once again, and always again.
Thank you, Angela.
Next week I'll be in Hailing Island, so I'm not sure whether I'll get a signal there or not. So I'll discuss it with Angela a little bit later. I think we might be all right, but I'm not sure. I don't know what it's like there. So I'm not sure. So anyway, only remains me to say have a safe week, everybody that's watching. And thank you for your comments, everybody that's commented tonight. We really appreciate that. And if you want to come in and chat about your team, promote your team and talk to us, you're more than welcome. Contact Angela or myself and come on. And we had American team last week came on. Sorry, name escapes me.
Explorers of the Afterlife.
Explorers of the Afterlife, that's it. That was really interesting. So if you'd like to come on and talk to us, say message Angela or myself, and we'll get you on there, have a chat. And as you can see, it's very relaxed. So have a safe week, everybody. Take care, and we'll see you next Monday. Take care. Bye, everybody.
Bye. See you then.